Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erica. We have an upcoming eclipse, a total lunar eclipse happening on Sunday, September 7th, 2025, in the sign of Aquarius in sidereal astrology. If you follow tropical, it will be in the sign of Pisces. And it will be not visible from the United States, but it will be peaking around 1:11 p.m. Eastern time. Although it's really funny, when I was looking up the timing, there's some interesting differences in time. I believe the full moon itself is peak at like 2 o'clock Eastern ish, but the eclipse is peaking around 1:11. So even though we won't see it from the US, those of you in other parts of the world will be able to see the total blood moon. And that's is pretty exciting. As you know, eclipses expedite the inevitable, and this is the first in a series of two eclipses we have this month. The second one will be, I believe, a partial solar happening on the 21st of September. So stay tuned. I will be doing a reading for that as well. But let's just start off by taking a look at the themes that are going to be coming up in this particular eclipse. And in this reading, I'll be covering the impact of this eclipse on our emotions and reactions, maybe compulsive behavior, power struggles, what we're letting go of, and all that. There will be an extended for those interested. But what are the themes that we're meant to see about this particular blood moon eclipse? Here we have it, lifting the veil, questioning everything. Everything unaligned must go. I mean, if this is not in alignment with everything that has been coming through in the recent readings, I don't know what is. So there could be some big reveal. This is somebody parting the curtains and seeing what's not, what's really true. And we're meant to be looking past illusions, looking past the veil, and anything that does not align with where we're going as a collective has got to leave. This can be relationships in our lives. This can be situations in our lives, circumstances, belief systems, addictions, ways of thinking. It's like it's got to go. And this eclipse is going to assist that, because when we think about full moon eclipses, full moon is where we're releasing things that we've been holding on to. And eclipses can bring about sudden events and changes, but it's always what is meant to happen for the highest and best of all. So what else can we expect with this eclipse on Sunday? And the eclipse energies will be going for the next 6 months. So even if you're watching this after the actual eclipse happened, this is going to be impacting the next 6 months. So we're getting Hereth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. How many of you, it's like, stop the world, I want to get off. I'm just done. We're just done. We're just done with this strange place that's based in subconscious programming and illusions and manipulation and frequency warfare and all that stuff. We're meant to be returning back to where we came from in consciousness. And when I get this paired with this, to me, that's an energy of, I just want to live in peace and harmony and community and abundance, and not in this place I seem to find myself in. Because we've been in this timeline split for a while, and we're starting to feel the effects of that more and more, where it's not unbearable, but man, our inner worlds and our outer energies do not match. Interesting. There's that eclipse energy just throwing some cards out. And then we're getting karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Yeah, anything unaligned must go. And when we get this, we're from two different worlds. Do you see this timeline split? You can't make this up. One person's in one place, the other person's in another place, and there's just a divide. There's the continental divide, where it's like, I'm from a different place than you, and we're totally seeing the world differently. We see things and we want different things. We see the world differently. We vibrate different energies. We're living our life in a completely different consciousness than each other, and that's okay. But through the releasing of, for many of you, karmic relationships, to me, this is that you're seeing even more of why those karmic relationships are calling you back to a sense of home, soul family, friendships, romantic partnerships, communities that feel like they are aligned with us. So let's take a look at what are we specifically releasing with this eclipse as a collective. And if you go to the extended, I will be doing a comparison of showing you the direct impact of this particular eclipse in terms of what's happening in our world, how we'll be feeling, what's going on spiritually in our physical worlds. We'll do like a before and after in the extended, what we're saying goodbye to, and what's really being let go. But what is it that we are letting go with this eclipse? The belief that we can't have our harvest, that we can't have our abundance, that our hard work can't pay off. And if you've seen the videos I've done for September, I've done so far 3 major monthly overviews. I still have to do the Divine Masculine one, which I will be doing. But this one was more important to get out given the timing. But they're all very much aligned to these eclipses leading to sudden changes for the positive, beautiful, positive surprises, abundance, having it all. If you feel like you've been persevering and going and having faith for so long, September is when this changes. We're also letting go of lacking confidence. See, we're going to get this dose of golden light confidence. We're being blessed by the golden light. We're being blessed by determination. It's like we're realigning with a sense of purpose with this eclipse. Anything that's been holding us back from our abundance, anything that's been holding us back from how we affect our communities, that's part of solar plexus energy, is where do we fit into the world? Where do we fit into our local communities? And that's all this Hereth energy. Again, I don't know how I've been pronouncing that properly. But there's like a dose of confidence and a sense of purpose that we are, anything that's not aligned with that is releasing. And what else are we releasing? Hesitation, not believing it can be this good. Staying in our comfort zones, no longer. I swear, it's like we're getting this massive dose of positivity, light. And even if we go through challenging experiences around this eclipse, and if you're leaving a relationship or a marriage, or leaving you're leaving an area that you've lived in for your whole life, and you just feel this sense of needing to go somewhere else, there are mixed emotions about that. And there's emotions that need to be processed with that. But we know that even if that's happening, it's going to bring a dose of light and positivity into our lives. So I tell you, these eclipses are pretty exciting. So let's take a look at how this eclipse might support us. How might this eclipse help us? Open our hearts. Realize where our heart energy may have been being leaked to something that maybe wasn't reciprocated. And we're getting we got 2 chakras coming in, the 4th chakra and the 5th chakra, where we start to speak our authentic truth. We speak up where we've kept our mouth shut, where we've not lived authentically in our lives, for fear of judgment, for fear of persecution. Enough of that crap. The world needs powerful light workers and starseeds to speak the hell up. None of this keeping what you know quiet. And it doesn't mean that people are going to believe you or listen to you, but it just means we speak through our energy more than our words. So if we live by example and in our light of our and in our truth, that speaks more than anything we could say. And how else is this helping us? Getting out of indecision. Being at that crossroads, if you've been not speaking up, not following your heart, this is where that comes to an end. You got to make a decision. You got to pick a path. Here's that timeline split. And what we have is emotional authenticity, where we are aligned with our heart and in our truth. What is your heart calling you to? If you ignore your head for a second, what is your heart calling you to? An exercise that really helps hearing that answer is when you close your eyes, you place your hand on your heart, and you say, what does my heart want me to know? What does my heart say about this choice? That physical connection and the closing of the eyes can sometimes really help to shut the mind. So, yeah, we've got a lot here with this eclipse. So, can I get this quick sneak peek as well into what might be some intense, what might be intense with this full moon eclipse? Eight of Cups, where we walk away, where we leave things behind that aren't aligned for our full emotional fulfillment. Seven of Pentacles, again, where we have been waiting for the right time to leave, waiting for the right time to leave something behind, and we've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for the universe. Should I stay or should I go? Should I invest more time or energy into this? Is this ever going to happen? Divine timing is saying, and then we have the Emperor. Where have we been? So the intensity is around, I'm going to take charge of my life now. I'm going to be in charge. I'm not going to sit and wait for the perfect time. I'm not going to sit in indecision. Why is the Emperor here with what's intense? The Moon. And he's sneaking away by moonlight here. She's here in the office in the moonlight. I'm going to this is going to be, only take this as it resonates. But for many people, this is where they let go of the illusion of a certain person being on their path for the future. You've heard me say it in the recent readings, and because just because someone is connected on a high soul level with you doesn't mean that it's manifesting in the 3D. And this is something that deep down in your heart that you would want someone that shows up, someone that's there, someone that sees your beauty and your worth and your value and your heart. And for some of you, what could be intense is a shattering behind of illusions around leadership. This has a collective message around governments, leaders, shadow, governments. I mean, this could be pretty shocking for some people. And there's two towers here underneath the moon. I never know what that is. Is that a spider? Or is that a bat? I can never tell what that creature is, but it's creepy, whatever it is. We could see major changes in the geopolitical world. And that's all I'm going to say. So, for those of you not going to the extended, I'm going to leave you with a guidance message or two here. In the extended, like I said, we're going to do a before and after and really see how it will be playing out in more detail. But for those not going to the extended, the link is down below for those of you that do. But for those not going to the extended, let go of your addictions. That's what I said. Getting out of unhealthy patterns of feeling like something else is controlling you, whether it's a substance or a behavior or an idea or an illusion that's keeping you stuck. Let go of addictions and let go of negative thinking. This is where we need to break out of anything that's doom and gloom. We need to look now towards the positive. This reading is super positive. But this is where we have control over what comes up. So if you get intense negative feelings, take that as an opportunity to transmute them. They may arise, but it's up to you to say, thanks for sharing. No, thank you. I'm done. I'm done thinking that way. I'm going to think more positively because I have success on its way to me. You're ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Like I said, this month we are just back to back, like middle of the month, moving on, like now to the end of the month, we have a lot of changes. So stay tuned, my friends. I send you so much love. And if you're interested in a private reading, the link is down below. Until next time, bye.